Hello guys and welcome back to the Blindside channel here today, and it is WWE SmackDown Live. Unfortunately we couldn't do the live stream last night and I'm sorry about that, but the new equipment is arriving today. So I've edited it from last night, I've took out all the ads and let's watch it together. I haven't watched it, I promise you that. Let's see what happened on SmackDown Live from Manchester, England on the 6th of November 2018.
Tonight from Manchester, England, we welcome you to SmackDown Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome SmackDown Live General Manager, Paige.
And Paige to kick us off then.
And what a way to kick things off than with the boss lady herself from Norwich, England, our own General Manager, Paige. I like it, getting right down to business to start off SmackDown Live. Our General Manager Paige, no doubt working hand in hand with our Commissioner Shane McMahon as we get closer and closer to the Survivor Series pay-per-view 1 week from Sunday, streaming live on the WWE Network. It's the one night of the year that Raw and SmackDown Live.
I'm very much looking forward to Survivor Series. I think there's some really good matches. Rollins versus Nakamura, looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to AJ versus Brock as well.
Welcome to SmackDown Live. And it's always so good to be here. I absolutely love it, but I'm not going to be here for too long. I just need your help to introduce the Commissioner. The best in the world, Shane McMahon!
They don't like it. And I'm not surprised. It was an absolute joke. Shane winning the World Cup, or whatever you want to call it, best in the world tournament. And if it is part of a heel turn, it's worked, because the boos for Shane.
You can see here at ringside the WWE World Cup, which Shane McMahon won this past Friday. You have to see to believe how this went down in the finals of the Best in the World tournament. Tonight, we crown the best in the world. It's the finals of the World Cup tournament. Ziggler and Miz, long-time rivals. Miz and Miz attack Ziggler. The matchup is not started yet, but it's not wrong. Referee still hasn't called for the bell to begin the matchup. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the referee.
Unfortunately, The Miz cannot compete. Therefore, your winner by forfeit.
It's not going down like
Taking the place of The Miz, Shane McMahon.
Who's in this match officially against Ziggler? I have no idea what's happening right now. Ziggler from behind with a zigzag. Shane kicked out. Shane whipping Ziggler into the turnbuckle. And now Shane going
Bear in mind, Shane kicked out of the zigzag there, and Rollins didn't. What does that tell you? Ridiculous.
I cannot put into words what's happened here. Shane McMahon did what he
Honestly, that was just awful. Awful booking.
acted like he just ran through everybody. I have no idea how he's going to be proud about that.
Let's see what he's got to say.
Baffling what happened this past Friday, but the headline is Shane McMahon is the best in the world.
Shane, before you start talking, since you are the best in the world, we need to have a picture with the trophy. Can we get a photographer in here real quick?
Paige is Paige going heel as well? Because she's really playing it up.
This is a great photo op. You want to commemorate this great moment. And it's rather surreal, but Shane, I guess he's considered the best in the world. What's up, Manchester?
What's on? Didn't he mean what's up?
Thank you very much for that flattering introduction.
What's on,
To
Manchester?
set the record straight, with all of the amazing talent we have here in the WWE, I am definitely not. I do not think I am the best in the world. That trophy does not belong to me. However, it does belong to everybody here on SmackDown Live. When The Miz could not compete any longer, and when he was hurt, I just acted on instinct. My instinct took over, and I interjected myself in the match because I couldn't fathom that SmackDown would not be the superior brand, and I'm very happy to say that we are.
Doesn't sound like a heel turn to me.
And speaking of brand supremacy, we are just 2 weeks away from Survivor Series. The only time of year where Raw and SmackDown go at it in head-to-head competition. And this year we're kicking it off with none other than the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar as he takes on SmackDown's WWE Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ definitely the baby face in that one. And again, look at the reaction for Becky there.
And also the Raw's Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, takes on our United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura.
No real reaction for that.
We have the newly crowned Raw Tag Team Champions AOP facing off against the Big Show and the Bar.
Why the Big Show?
And of course, the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup. The women's and the men are going to take place. And it is so important that SmackDown has the bragging rights. Once again, we will have them for an entire year. The worst thing in the world is that my sister and anybody from Raw can claim them. So therefore, allow me to introduce you to somebody that will be leading our Team Blue to victory on the Men's Survivor Series team. Somebody who bleeds blue, our captain.
Daniel Bryan. So SmackDown will be the baby faces there. And Raw will be the heels. I guess that's why Kurt Angle lost. I suppose he had to lose, so that Raw could maintain its heel status in the Men's Survivor Series match.
What Daniel Bryan has done in this industry. Grace, as you know from watching Survivor Series over the years, and Captain, you got to keep a lot of
Nice pop for Daniel Bryan.
towards the same goal. This is a great pick by Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan, a born leader, looking to take SmackDown to victory. Fitting that Shane picked his old general manager. That pays fit. The former general manager, that is. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome, just awesome. And also, thank you, Shane, for humbly acknowledging that you don't consider yourself to be the best in the world. I think he deserves a round of applause for that.
Yeah, Daniel trying to help Shane there. People not happy with what went down at Crown Jewel.
That both of you have chosen me as the team captain for SmackDown Live. And I assure both you and the entire WWE Universe. Awesome!
And of course, it's The Miz.
SmackDown Live just became must-see. I mentioned there are a few superstars who don't respect Daniel Bryan.
How can you not respect The Miz battling back from an injury, making it all the way to the finals of the WWE World Cup, and now on one leg has arrived in Manchester?
Really, Shane? Really? Really, Daniel Captain? See, I disagree with Daniel. I do believe that you, Shane, are the best in the world. And I'm not even angry. I'm just a little disappointed, what, with winning 2 grueling matches in the WWE World Cup tournament and then succumbing to a freak injury, only for you to heroically step in and win it all for SmackDown Live. Technically, 2/3 of that trophy is mine.
He's got a point. He has got a point there.
Together, we are the best in the world. Co-besties. So, how does this work? Does the trophy come home with me for 20 days of the month and 10 days with you? Or do you stay at my house? I have plenty of spare rooms. Got 2 master bedrooms, one's next to Monroe's.
Miss, I'm very happy that it worked out the way it did, because had it not, again, you would no longer be here. You would be fired.
There was no official forfeit. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. Never in my career have I ever been so injured that I couldn't compete, unlike you. And by the way, my ankle's fine, thanks for asking. The point is, I have proven that I can beat the best of the best, and I can do it as a team player. If anyone deserves to be team captain of SmackDown, it's me.
Are we going to see The Miz versus Bryan for the captaincy? Another Miz Daniel Bryan match? Let's hope not. We had enough repeat matches on Raw.
You know what, Miz? Based on your performance in the WWE World Cup, you're right. You are the captain. Also, Paige and I just discussed that Daniel Bryan is also the captain.
Okay, I see where they're going.
You guys will be co-captains of the Men's Survivor Series match. Yes.
That could be quite fun. Seeing a bit of back and forth with Miz and Bryan.
And the Miz as co-captains? How can that possibly work? In what world is Miz going to be a good, quote, team player?
In every world, Miz can be a great team player and a great leader, but not when you've got an egomaniac like Daniel Bryan.
So what is to come on SmackDown Live tonight then? I guess that's the opening. No heel turn for Shane there. Paige was being more heel-like than Shane, playing up to the fact that he's the best in the world, getting that boo reaction from the crowd. And then Shane sort of, you know, saying, I'm not the best in the world. I did what I had to do. Oh, that should be a great match. Almost versus Mysterio.
Will compete to earn the right to call themselves captains as the New Day takes on the Usos, and it is next on SmackDown Live.
The New Day versus the Usos. I mean, they've had some pretty amazing matches.
With all due respect, I am questioning your decision. What on earth would make you think this would work?
I need a team to bring this home. I need a team with urgency. I don't want people to be feeling comfortable. I want people to be feeling uncomfortable. And you two guys make each other very uncomfortable. But what you also do is you bring out the best in each other. And that's truly what I'm counting on.
Well, you can count on me.
I know I can count on you. I can count on you? 100%. Great. Well then, by the end of tonight, you guys have to pick your 3 other members. Actually, I have my first pick right now. My first pick is Shane McMahon. Man, please don't try to be sucking up right now. Okay, we don't have time for this. I appreciate it, but no thank you.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I agree with Miz.
What?
Listen, as much as I hate to say it, it makes sense. I mean, nobody has more on the line than you do at Survivor Series. And you showed the World Cup tournament how much you care about SmackDown Live. Makes sense.
Oh, okay. I accept that. And just to show that I'm a team player, I'll let you have the next pick. Thanks, Vince.
So the Miz and Daniel Bryan there, picking Shane McMahon, and actually agreeing on something. Here's the New Day.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous 5-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
So I guess,
Well, the New Day and the Usos have had some brilliant matches on pay-per-view, often stealing the show. And we're going to get the match free on SmackDown here.
Because you're an overgrown child, Saxton.
And it'll be interesting to see how long they give them. Sounds to me like there's going to be a lot going on with getting the Survivor Series teams sorted out, although nothing mentioned about the women's team yet. Be interesting to see who captains that team. I know Shane asked Charlotte. She said she didn't feel she was the right person for the job effectively. I expect it will be Charlotte. I don't think there's anybody else really that qualifies to be the captain. You can't have Becky there because she's in the world title match. Here come the Usos then.
The New Day tweeted today that if there were to be a tag team elimination match at Survivor Series, that they believe the New Day would be worthy of being the captains. Kofi and Big E actually trying to translate captain into Spanish.
A little presumptuous, wouldn't you say? I mean, the New Day just assumed that they would be the rightful pick to lead the team. I like the Usos.
Yeah, but of course you can't disagree. You gotta love the competitive nature between these two teams who bring the absolute best out of each other.
I completely agree. Together, these two teams redefined the tag team division here on SmackDown Live last year.
I'm going to go with the New Day to win this, simply on the basis that SmackDown seems to be the baby face going into Survivor Series.
I gotta disagree with you. I don't think you can go wrong with the Usos or the New Day
So,
as the captain of Team SmackDown for the tag team.
We'll see.
You mean to tell me, Philip,
I mean, they're both going to be in the match, you would think. But I imagine the New Day will be better captains. They could have a lot of fun picking the other teams if SmackDown want to go down that route.
Big E's been a captain 2 times. A lot of Survivor Series experience on both sides for these teams. This is Jey Uso starting things off strong here against Kofi Kingston and Byron. I'm curious to see how the New Day rallies here over the last few weeks. Have been trying to get closer to these SmackDown tag team titles, but wow!
Picked out of midair.
Jey showing off some strength there. Now Kofi able to evade. Drop kick right to the face. On the mark.
Jey right in the cheekbone. There goes Jimmy.
Jimmy over the top rope. Great teamwork there. Big E is legal into this match.
And there's Francesca.
What is happening? What is this? Just enjoy it.
Francesca 2.0 helping out the New Day. It was amazing. The captain of the Survivor Series tag team group. We'll find out next.
Please don't forget to subscribe, guys. It means an awful lot. If you like the video, give me a like. Obviously, there's no visuals on my videos, hence the Blindside name. For those new to the channel, I can't actually see a single thing. So that's kind of the gimmick here. If I can't see, then you can't see, and we both have exactly the same experience. The audio gamer series seems to be going well. Uploaded the third episode of that today. 2020 cricket. If you're into your gaming, check out the audio games. It just gives you a different aspect of gaming.
Big E is in his zone. Get it, E! Big E on the move. Jimmy pops up. Oh, what a shot to the jaw.
What an uppercut. Rocked the powerhouse of the New Day.
Now Jimmy an opportunity. Oh, driven into the canvas. Big E to win the captaincy for his team. And a kick out by Jimmy.
There's been a momentum swinging back and forth in this match. It's what you expect.
Gotta be honest, normally with the UK shows, the crowd is pretty hyped, very loud. They seem a bit subdued to me tonight. Probably because of everything that's going on with the WWE product at the minute. I know they're making millions. From a business point of view, they're doing really well, but unlucky. A lot of people think that the product of the show is actually suffering.
Team captains are still intact.
5 tag teams will represent Raw, 5 tag teams will represent SmackDown Live. Come Survivor Series 1 week from Sunday in Los Angeles.
You can sense how bad both of these teams want to be the ones that lead the charge to represent SmackDown Live.
You see Kofi back up to his feet, makes the tag. Big E. Oh my God! And Jey Uso is the one who rolled out of the way of the spear.
Big E, oh my God, he's still walking.
Oh, the barricade.
Big E crashed and burned like something I've never seen. It was right back up, pure adrenaline.
He looked like one of those double-decker buses here in England.
Oh, he's not done yet.
Oh no. Oh my God, Jimmy Uso's caught up in Big E into the timekeeper's area.
This is another good match from these two. They just work so well together, the New Day and the Usos.
Kofi took that shot to his right leg earlier on in the match. And now he flies. Lights out both of the Usos.
That wasn't flying, that was falling with style.
Give it everything you got. Leave it all out on the table. Watch this again.
This is just nuts. What on earth isn't Kofi willing to do to walk out with a victory tonight?
Whatever it takes. It's all about being captains for Team SmackDown come Survivor Series. Kofi trying to push Jey Uso, it looks like, inside. 2 legal men to win the captaincy. And a kick out. And the New Day have got to find a way to regroup here. That was an absolute disaster here out of ringside.
I think, again, going back to what these teams bring out of each other, you always see the Usos, you always see the New Day kicking into that extra gear.
Oh, wait a minute, going for the SOS. Jey calls the cover, able to kick out at 2.5.
Another close call.
Kofi's like a man.
I thought it was over
right
there.
now. We haven't seen Big E since he was over into
I
the
really thought that was
timekeeper's area.
over,
Same could be said for Jey Uso at the moment.
but no.
Jey Uso down, Jimmy Uso also down somewhere outside the ring, and Xavier Woods trying to check on Big E at one point. This is how much Survivor Series means.
I am glad that they're giving them time,
All about tag team supremacy in the SmackDown tag team division.
because these two can't have a short match after their history and knowing what they're capable of together in the ring.
Monday Night Raw, new
That would have been a travesty.
Here's the cover, hook to the leg by Kofi, nearly had him. Who's going to be the captain for Team SmackDown? We'll find out as SmackDown Live rolls on.
Second ad break in the first match. That is the problem, you see, with putting great matches on Raw and SmackDown Live. Not that there are many, it has to be said. But, you know, obviously has to be advertisement breaks.
Double team here on Kofi Kingston. This is gonna. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! God, Kofi! Kofi trying to balance himself in midair. Wait a minute! Wait! Oh my God! Big E onto our guest.
Big E like a bullet train, just flattened.
Oh, trouble paradise. Jimmy Uso is legal. Remember, Kofi trying to get Jimmy back inside the ring. Could this do it? Oh, and a kick out by Jimmy Uso. Precious seconds trying to get Jimmy back inside the ring.
Let's take another look at this. This was surreal. Big E propelled himself maybe faster than I've ever seen. Right through Jey Uso, crashing right into our table.
Big E trying to give Kofi the best chance to win this thing for his team, but again, the Usos still in this fight. Kofi's taking a ton of damage here in this matchup for both Jimmy and Jey, trying to put it away, trying to win the captainship for his team. And Jimmy Uso in a world of trouble.
Neither Big E nor Jey has moved since that incredible collision. Both men are down. It's essentially a singles match at this moment.
Oh! It's about brand supremacy come Survivor Series, the one night of the year, and Raw and SmackDown Live compete in head-to-head competition. Think of the benefits.
Woods out here claiming they're about to be the captains.
Might be one step away from doing so. Kofi up top here, trying to rip Jimmy Uso off of the top turnbuckle. Thinking perhaps superplex. Jimmy trying to withstand with all he's got. Kofi Kingston cannot remove Jimmy Uso from the top and a big headbutt.
Jimmy Uso still seated on the top rope.
Oh, wait a minute, Kofi right back up here, precarious situation. Oh my God,
power of Jimmy Uso.
Powerbomb from the second rope.
Wow.
Unreal.
Jimmy Uso scratching, clawing, prying himself to the top turnbuckle. Targeting side of the splash.
This could be it. And it is it. And the Usos are the captains. So I got that one wrong. But I gotta be honest, that was a good match. Enjoyable match that. They gave him plenty of time. And you know, these guys just can't put on a bad match, that's the thing. It wasn't their best ever match, obviously. The ad breaks don't help things like that. The crowds seem a bit subdued tonight, but a very, very good SmackDown Live match.
Earning the captainship for the Usos.
Hey, listen, even though the Usos came out victors here, this could have gone either way, and yet this match, another chapter in the incredible rivalry between the Usos and the New Day.
New Day and the Usos could be like Batman and the Joker. I mean, they could fight forever, and I don't think anyone would complain.
Yo, hey, New Day. Without a shadow of a doubt, we've been to war, hell, and back plenty of times.
They're gonna put them on the team.
Real recognized real right here, Usos. There ain't no SmackDown Live Tag Division without the Usos and the New Day. And as captains going in Survivor Series, Usos, we want y'all to be the first pick to represent SmackDown, baby. What on, Usos? What's up?
There you go. And you got to look at it like this. Who have they got to pick? You see, this is the problem with doing a 5-on-5 SmackDown versus Raw tag team match. It puts focus on the fact that there really aren't tag team divisions
We are 1 week
on
away
either
from
show.
the release of my new hit feature, The Marine 6 close quarters, and everybody's talking about it. So, which talk shows am I going to be on? Steven? Seth? I bet Conan can't wait to see me. Jimmy? Well, what about the other Jimmy? Jay? James? Jerry? Well, why not? They want Becky? I have to call you back. I'm a little busy. I'm a little busy. Bye. Problems? Celebrity stuff, you wouldn't understand. Have you made your pick?
Yes, I have. Rey Mysterio.
Wow.
Rey Mysterio. Look, Daniel, there is no doubt that Rey Mysterio is a future Hall of Famer. But since returning to WWE, let's be honest, he's done nothing.
I agree with that.
Interesting. He's beaten Nakamura. He beat Randy Orton. And come to think of it, he beat you.
A fluke. Just like your victory over me at Super Showdown was a fluke. How dare you talk to 2/3 of the best in the world like... You know what? I'll tell you. How about this? If Rey impresses me tonight in his match against Andrade Cien Almas, then Rey can be on the team.
Fair enough. And speaking of fair, I have a solution for how we make our final pick. Instead of the two of us fighting backstage, why don't I pick someone, you pick someone, and those two superstars fight, and the winner of that match becomes the final member of Team SmackDown.
That's quite a good way of solving it.
I actually like that idea. This is weird. I'm gonna go make my pick.
I'll be honest, I like the aspect of Miz and Daniel. I think they're quite funny together.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Becky Lynch, and she says she is going to address her Survivor Series opponent, the Raw Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, next.
And I think that, you know, getting them each to pick someone and then them fighting, I think that's good. I think Randy Orton's got to be considered. And who would the other person be? It'd be interesting. You know, you got to wonder why Andrade Cien Almas isn't in the conversation for the SmackDown Live team. But it's just another example. We went through several last night on the Raw review. It's another example of NXT talent being buried on the main roster. I think it's obvious now that Ray is going to beat Andrade and he's going to make the team.
SmackDown Live compete in head-to-head competition. That night, we will see champion versus champion. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Last week, Becky said she's prepared to rip Ronda limb from limb, and last night, Rousey responded on Raw.
Becky Lynch says she's going to rip my arm off. While your alarm was waking you up every morning for school, my mother was waking me up out of a dead sleep trying to break my arms. While you were in clown college, I was training for the Olympics. And while you were a stewardess serving snacks, I was in the midst of the most dominant title reign the sport of MMA has ever seen. I am a natural-born killer. Beaten to a fine edge after years and years of waking up every single morning wanting to be the greatest athlete of all time. And you know, Becky, you may say you're the man, but I am the baddest bitch on the planet.
Well, that's what Ronda had to say. I'm just not on board with Ronda Rousey. I know it's a controversial view, but I think if they'd have got her when she was unbeaten and she hadn't beat up her ex-boyfriend and all these other things that have gone on, then I'd be a bit more on board with it and she'd be a bigger deal. But you can't call yourself the baddest woman on the planet when you lost your last 2 MMA fights. And you beat up your boyfriend, which makes you a bloody bully. I just don't like her. I really don't, and I don't think that Becky's got a chance at Survivor Series. You know, WWE put all of their chips on Ronda, just like they've done with Roman in the men's division on Raw, and certainly with the Fox deal, it's going to have more of a wrestling, sports, pro wrestling theme apparently, and they're going to want to keep people like Ronda unbeaten until WrestleMania. That's my thought, and I guess it'll be Ronda versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. So Becky Lynch now. Getting a good reaction.
Ronda Rousey, you told me that you are the last woman on earth that I should provoke. Well, who the hell are you to tell the champ anything? No, Ronda, it is true that you hold a championship, but you are not a champion. Not yet. No, because a champion wills herself through adversity, through defeat, through injury, through doubt. But you haven't even been tested. Yet.
Agreed. Ronda's had it easy.
I am the man. I am the man. And that, I am the man, and that, Ronda, that is why I am the champion and you are not. You see, Ronda, winning comes so easily to you that when you finally meet the man come Survivor Series, your titanium body will be let down by your weak mind. I have been ground down and spat back up again more times than I can count. I have made history. I have been tested daily, weekly, monthly, and yet here I am, the most relentless person that you have ever met.
I agree with that. Ronda has not met any
now, last night you
proper
went on Raw, and
opponents in my book.
You mocked me for the road that I have traveled and the jobs that I have taken to pay my own way to get to where I am today. So no, Ronda, no, I was not handpicked like you, but here I am.
Little dig at WWE there. She was handpicked.
Yeah, I wasn't meant to be the main event, but here I am. I wasn't meant to be the talk of the entire industry, but here I am. The champ, the only champ. But you say I should be happy because I have your respect. I have your respect. Well, come Survivor Series, Ronda, you're gonna find out that it's not your respect that I'm coming after, it's your arm. And I don't care if you're the baddest bitch on the planet, because I'm gonna make you mine.
I like that.
Certainly no fear from the SmackDown Women's Champion either.
You're right. I've gotten myself all fired up. I want to fight. I think I want to fight right here, right now. So is there anyone back there that's brave enough to step to the champ and have their arm mangled right here in Manchester?
a brave soul to step in the ring with Lynch in this state of mind.
Who's it going to be? Oscar?
Oh my God. Why is Sanity here?
Killian Dane, Eric Young, Alexander Wolf.
Becky Lynch said she was looking for a fight.
We haven't seen Sanity for a while.
Absolutely not. And Becky Lynch could be in.
But this one is ready for a fight. Nikki Cross, the twisted
Wow.
sister of NXT.
So Nikki Cross then,
She's got thrown a curveball.
here, at last. And she is ready, and this should be a good match. I'm looking forward to this. I thought Becky's promo was great. A bit stumbly at times, but what she actually said was great. And she's absolutely right. Ronda was handpicked, just like Roman Reigns. And look at the people that have suffered for Roman. Look at the people that have suffered for Ronda Rousey. Where is Sasha Banks? Where is Bayley? Two of the best women wrestlers on the roster, buried into obscurity, and nowhere near a title shot. Ronda can't really call herself the champ until she's fought of people like that.
Let's play, Becky. You want to play? Play with Nikki. Play with Nikki. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play.
Champ doesn't play, the champ fights.
Are we going to see this Lynch and Cross? What's happened next?
Good. This should be a good match. But yeah, until Ronda has fought people like that, she's nothing. Look at the people that she has fought. Nia Jax, who's she? WWE trying to push Nia again, which was the wrong move. It should have been the other way around. I think Amber Moon is a far superior athlete, and I think she'd have given Ronda a really good match. I just think they seem to get all the big decisions wrong these days, and that is the main difference between this era and previous eras where WWE has been so successful. They just don't listen to their audience anymore, despite what they say. Here we go then, Nikki Cross versus Becky Lynch.
When it comes to Nikki Cross, let's just say stability's not her strong suit. She's downright deranged.
Yeah, hold on. Becky Lynch went for an early cover there. And Nikki Cross, oh man, you can see right here. Nikki from Glasgow, Scotland, a nasty brawler type. She's capable of throwing an entire situation into disarray.
Completely unpredictable. Becky Lynch right now gonna know she's in a fight after this one's over.
What are you having a good time?
What are you doing in this situation?
Keep swinging? I don't know. Becky Lynch was the one. She said she's all fired up. She's ready to take.
There's no way. You see, I don't know. It should be a good match, but what I don't agree with is Nikki can't lose her first match on the main roster. And Becky can't lose going into Survivor Series against Ronda. So what do you do?
This is brilliant by Nikki Cross. You thought Becky was fired up. Look at Cross. Grace, what's the old Brady crazy like a fox? Oh, God.
Come on, get her back in the ring. Go.
You gotta say, Nikki dominating Becky at this juncture in the match.
But right here in the United Kingdom, surprising Becky Lynch. You can understand Lynch's confidence going into face Rousey. Oh, and she's going to need it come Survivor Series, but finally has an opportunity to slow down Cross.
I respect Becky Lynch for coming out here and putting herself out there for anyone to come out and face her.
But Becky Lynch has been totally caught off guard. And quite frankly, who wouldn't be? How can you prepare for Nikki Cross?
Nikki Cross, so aggressive, a rugged competitor, and now Becky Lynch is going to have to dig into that side of her mentality, that side of her competitive nature to get rid of Nikki Cross.
Is it going to be a double count out?
Now Lynch
No.
going for a cover. And a kick out there by Cross.
Becky
Becky has repeatedly said that nobody out there is on her level. This is a perfect opportunity to back that claim up.
Well, it took a few minutes, but Becky has finally gained some sort of control here. This is probably a smart strategy.
Well, I'm glad that they gave Nikki some good offense there, because you can't have her looking weak.
All over this matchup. I agree. The focus is on Lynch and Rousey. I mean, do you think Becky Lynch will be the one to knock off Ronda Rousey?
I won't be the one to tell Becky Lynch, wait,
That cross cover on Lynch and a kick out.
look in Becky's eye. I certainly don't want to be the one to tell her that she won't knock off Ronda.
Off the single leg drop kick, hook to the leg, cross again, able to kick out.
It is going to be a challenge the likes of which Becky Lynch has never experienced at Survivor Series.
To your point, Corey,
Sanity, another one, really. I mean, they've come up from NXT and done nothing. They should have been a dominant force, very much like the AOP. And people can say, well, AOP are now the tag team champions, but look how they won it. They didn't really do anything to deserve a title shot.
Nikki Cross got the surprise on Becky Lynch, but the SmackDown Women's Champion trying to close this out. Kick out again by Cross. Becky was able to weather the chaotic storm of Nikki Cross. Now the question is, can she put Cross away? But Byron, the way that Nikki Cross, we can hear that primal yell. She smiles. She wants this type of fight. It's absolutely crazy. Well, that's been Nikki's advantage. It's been her advantage in NXT. You build and throw her opponents off their game.
When you run with a crew like Sanity, you kind of have to fly by the seat of your pants from time to time.
Looking for a sleeper hold there for a moment. Becky Lynch able to evade. Oh! Shot right to the midsection. Now Cross trying to battle out of the corner. Oh! Now Becky Lynch, straight fire there in the corner against Cross. Oh! Cross able to battle her way out, and it's starting to build some momentum here against the man.
This is certainly a clash of styles, and Becky Lynch is really thrown off.
They're really going with that, the man, aren't they? It really worked for me.
And Becky Lynch is down, and Nikki Cross got
Apparently, it's, they've got a T-shirt out
A loss here tonight could shatter Becky
with
Lynch's
the
confidence
man.
heading into Survivor Series.
So it's probably for merchandise sales.
Now going to the top turnbuckle. Cross ready to strike. Cross with the crossbody. Hook to the leg to put away Lynch, and a kick out at 2.5. Erratic, deranged aggression from Nikki Cross. And for as talented as Nikki Cross is, this would be considered an upset. The SmackDown Women's Champion trying to endure. Caught up here by Cross and driven into the canvas. Could this do it against Lynch, and another kick out? The eyes of Nikki Cross absolutely deranged.
Who lives behind the eyes of Nikki Cross?
Oh, we'll find out.
I don't think Becky had any idea what she got herself into. Talk about a speed bump on the road to Survivor Series. I mean, this is like a brick wall.
Oh, wait a minute. The arm went off the bottom rope here. Look out, look out. Great opportunity. Becky Lynch, disarm her. Disarm her. Nikki Cross taps out to the kick.
Well, there you go. And I like the story they've told there. The armbar, disarm her, can come from anywhere. Nikki did not look weak. Dominated much of that match. And yeah, that was a nice little surprise there. Wasn't expecting that on SmackDown Live tonight.
What's up?
No.
Co-captain, Team SmackDown Live!
No.
Take that Instagram together, brother.
What do you want?
You kidding? Are you ready?
Ready for
I've
it?
made my choice for the final member of our Survivor Series team.
Who?
Jeff Hardy. Wow.
No, the Miz is going to pick Randy Orton. We're going to have Jeff versus Randy again.
Champion, 7-time tag team champion. The fans love him. He would be a great asset to our team.
Yes!
But the question is Jeff Hardy as good as my choice? Because as you know from first-hand experience, my guy always comes through in the clutch.
May the best man win.
Samoa Joe.
Well, the picks are in. Both men could be game changers.
Samoa Joe, I like it. I like it.
Opportunity to join Team SmackDown as Samoa
Jeff
Joe
Hardy versus Samoa Joe.
tonight.
And for Rey Mysterio, it's about making the best
Wow.
impression to make the Survivor Series team for Team SmackDown. Can the King of Lucha Libre impress co-captains Miz and Daniel Bryan? Will Rey Mysterio qualify?
I imagine Ray's going to win this match. I would love it if Andrade won and they picked him, because he needs some kind of push. You know, but with Ray returning and all the hype around that, even though I think it's been an underwhelming return as far as I'm concerned. So I would guess it's going to be Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, and
Team captain, the goddess elected She officially will announce
who?
Survivor Series team.
Samoa Joe or Jeff Hardy.
Live next Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Well, Joe is being buried a bit of late. I mean, his feud's done with AJ now. There's certainly no going back there. No title shot anywhere soon. So Joe really needs the win. And I suppose that would balance out if Strowman is on the Raw team, and who knows after last night.
Poor Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
His life is burning down. One best friend had to go away. One best friend turned out to be a real lunatic. But at Survivor Series, I'll cheer Seth up. I can make him forget all his other problems, and he will get a very special gift, only found in the United States of North America. A new two-face.
There you go. Nakamura promising a knee to face. I'll be honest, I can't really call it. Some people are picking Rollins to be Brock Lesnar's second opponent and take the Universal title off him. So in that case, Rollins would have to win the match, I guess, but we'll see. We'll see a week Sunday.
We talk about this being an opportunity for Rey Mysterio to impress. How about Andrade and Almas, who always seems to rise to the occasion in high-profile matches?
Completely agree with you, Byron Saxton.
I mean, Andrade Cien Almas is an amazing talent, and they're underutilising him at the moment. Certainly capable of multiple 5-star matches. We've seen it in NXT. The aspect of Selena Vega works really well.
For the first time ever, Andrade Cien Almas one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. Almas' business manager, Selena Vega, not here tonight in Manchester, England.
Oh, Selena's not there.
Managerial duties on behalf of her client, Andrade Cien Almas.
A lot of background similarities between these two men as well. Both come from a family of in-ring competitors. Both started started their careers in their early teens.
Look at Mysterio trying to pick up the pace. And Grace, I'm curious where Mysterio is at after this past Friday in the WWE World Cup Tournament. He took a beating courtesy of Randy Orton in the first round.
Absolutely did. We saw Ray injuries to his ribs. To see how they're going to hold up tonight. So far, so good.
You can see some of the kinesio tape even on the upper back of Ray.
I hope Ray doesn't squash Mysterio here. I hope Ray doesn't squash Almas
Did you
here.
hear that? Heavy back elbow by Almas and stays on the attack after the ribs here of Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio doesn't even know what continent he's on.
And it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Listen to this impact.
Because obviously Ray's trying to impress The Miz.
All sorts of nasty.
And if he barely wins the match, he's not necessarily going to be impressive, is he?
Social media ever since Rey Mysterio returned on the 1000th episode of SmackDown Live.
It could be a short-lived battle. Almost right now could only be a few moments away from victory.
Oh, and a knee right to the jaw. Mysterio in trouble. Hook to the outside leg. Mysterio at it too.
I was curious to see if there'd be any trepidation, any reverence in the eyes of Andrade Cien Almas being in there with a lucha deity like Rey Mysterio. There has been no shortage of ruthlessness shown so far.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Almas missed hard in the corner, fell to the outside.
Great wherewithal, credit the experience of Rey Mysterio, looking to capitalize.
Mysterio from the apron. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go for the seated senton. Oh, the barricade. Can Mysterio get back in this against Almas? And SmackDown Live continues.
Wow. Almost looking pretty good at the moment. But you know that Ray's going to come back. It always...
Mysterio, double knees in the corner. Ray able to escape.
There you go.
But at what expense? Mysterio suffered a lot of damage to this point.
Oh. Shot right to the midsection. The co-captains of the Team SmackDown men's team, Daniel Bryan and Miz, want to be impressed by Mysterio before he gets added to the team before Survivor Series.
I love the Miz, but how can you not be impressed by Mysterio night after night?
Just having a little drink there. Mango Crush.
Style of Rey Mysterio off
Beautiful.
display.
Oh, and a great big
Sugar-free,
Almost in the corner, almost tons
but
of
just a
speed in
gorgeous
this match.
taste.
Great agility by Cien, but boot from Mysterio connects.
On the side of the face, almost got the shoulder up.
This matchup is one of the reasons Rey Mysterio came back to WWE. He wanted to test himself.
Bit of a back and forth match here.
Superstars here on SmackDown Live.
Ray in the ascendancy at the moment.
Traditional Survivor Series elimination matches. 3 times a survivor. Former captain 2 times. Be a great addition. And the WWE
Crowd looking for the 619.
Kingdom calling for the 619, but it's Mysterio slowed down on the top turnbuckle.
They got a little too caught up in the adulation of the WWE Universe, and Cien made him pay. Very hazardous position for both Almas and Mysterio.
Almas could be closing in on the win of his career if he could take out Mysterio here tonight. Mysterio trying to break free up in the top turnbuckle. Oh, went for the sunset grip. Double knees. Full speed ahead.
Mysterio seeing shadow.
This could put away Mysterio. Hook to the leg. And almost couldn't put away Ray.
No.
Almost so sudden.
For Almas to hit the double knees, then double back, and hit it with full power. This is the second one. Watch this.
The acceleration of Almas is next level.
That just tells you a whole lot more, if you didn't know already, about the will and the resiliency of Rey Mysterio.
This is awesome from the crowd. I wouldn't quite go that far.
First time ever between Mysterio and Almas. Carving a tilt-a-wall backbreaker.
Almas feels that he's closing in on victory, looking for a big finale here.
I just sense the end of the match is coming.
Mysterio away.
Mysterio
And I would-
in trouble going for the moonsault. Oh!
Ray got the knees up.
You're absolutely right to the midsection of Andrade Cien Almas.
The ability of Almas to adjust in
You know,
midair,
I imagine
landing
Ray's
on his
gonna-
feet, reacquire a target was impressive. But the
Gonna
fact
come
that
out the
Ray got
victor here.
the knees up just in time could change everything.
Oh, this could change everything, because we're about to dial it up.
Look out! All right for the 619 slowed up by Almas.
Elbow right to the midsection from Andrade.
Always got a hold of it. Rey Mysterio. And Mysterio sends Almas. Almas has still got Mysterio.
Almas retained control. Are you kidding me?
Oh, face first into the apron.
Mysterio always thinking.
Mysterio on the move. Wow,
DDT. Mysterio didn't get all of it that he wanted, but certainly had enough impact to plant CN face first on the outside.
incredible ability to continually adjust on the fly. No way Mysterio is 100% after this past Friday, but what an effort this is.
What a match from
Ref at an 8 count.
Boss is almost back inside to break the 10 count. Now look at Mysterio. Calling for it, going up top. And sending Almas into the ropes. Uh-oh. Let's try this again. 619.
And there it is.
Going up.
dropping it down.
Mysterio knocks off Almas.
No surprise. That's the only issue with that is that it was predictable. It was a good match. I wish it was longer. You know, I wouldn't say anybody looks weak in that match, but you kind of just knew that that's what was going to happen.
Statement made by Rey Mysterio.
So there you go, that's your fourth member.
Of Team SmackDown. Oh, Randy Orton!
And there's Randy Orton. I wondered when he was going to show.
The Viper strikes from out of nowhere.
An RKO from Orton shuts down at Rey Mysterio's celebration.
Randy Orton obviously hasn't forgiven nor forgotten Rey Mysterio for what occurred in the upset at the WWE World Cup tournament.
So Orton then, making his presence known.
What? Yeah, Randy RKO'd me last week. The last thing I want to do is talk to Randy Orton. I mean, it's all just menacing glances and awkward silences anyway. What happened? Ray lose?
You didn't even watch the match?
I'm kidding. You're just so easy to rile up. Of course I watched the match. What kind of captain would I be?
Co-captain. Co-captain.
Would I be if I didn't give Ray my full attention? And before the RKO, he was impressive. So, Rey Mysterio is on the team.
There we go.
How could you accuse me of sabotage? How are you going to keep your emotions in check if Joe wins today? I know you want payback for him clutching you out last week.
Nothing to worry about, because Jeff is winning.
Okay, maybe. But if he doesn't, I hope you'll be able to put your personal feelings aside and be the bigger man.
I like the Miz and Daniel Bryan as co-captains. I like it.
With the opportunity to join Team SmackDown Live on the line. Jeff Hardy, one-on-one with Samoa Joe.
Last night we found out that Alexa Bliss will captain Raw's women's team tonight. Paige will reveal SmackDown's women's team, and it's coming up next.
Well, there we go. We're going to have the answer. Now, again, for me, Charlotte's the only woman. You know, they need someone legitimate who isn't the champion, and I don't think there's anyone better, but we'll see.
With Girl Up, and we're creating and developing a program together called Sports for a Purpose.
This is the first ever Sports for a Purpose forum.
Sports have amazing benefits for girls. Obviously, it's their physical health, it's their mental health, their self-esteem, their confidence. It impacts academic achievement positively. It increases graduation rates.
Sports have amazing benefits for girls.
Before Title IX was passed,
It's pretty cool what she said, but her voice, a bit whiny,
later, so
nasally.
girls have access to sports. But what we see is that there are still some schools that aren't fully compliant with that law.
I think if I had someone to really encourage me that girls can be successful in sports, I would have
continued in middle school.
No matter what your body type is, no matter where you come from, there's a space for you within sports.
WWE decided to incorporate the voices of girls in Girl Up. Girls also got the opportunity to hear from panelists who are very, very inspiring and very accomplished.
Find something you're passionate about and live every second, every minute, every day, every week to that passion. The young women already are collectively working together to make a difference at such a young age. It blows my mind.
Do not make yourself small because of someone else's insecurity. If you don't make yourself small, we have to grow up.
Know who you are, own that, be comfortable with that, and then go out there and create the change that you want to see.
The girls in the audience today, I hope that they take away.
The only thing I don't like about all this stuff, I said it last night on Raw, and I'll say it again now. Look at that. Stephanie McMahon there promoting a good thing, a really good thing. But she's a heel. And a really good heel lives their life by that persona. If you look back in the 80s and early 90s, the heels never broke character. They lived their life as that character, and that's what made them so good. It blurs the lines. You see Stephanie doing something like that, but you want to boo it because it's her doing it. You know, just think about what you're doing, WWE. It's just a real frustration.
Tickets available 1 week from Friday.
And of course, WrestleMania in Los Angeles next year.
While we're gearing up for Thanksgiving stateside here in Manchester, UK, the Christmas spirit is in full swing. Come on, Greg, say that.
1 week Friday for your tickets to WrestleMania. I'm certainly not going. If you are, I hope you have an absolute blast.
Get a jump start on all the festivities for WrestleMania in New York City at MetLife Stadium. All you have to do is go to WrestleManiaTravel.com for more information. But Byron, Christmas is going to come early with Survivor Series.
Oh, boys, whenever you talk about the battle of brand supremacy, it may not get bigger than this. On one side, it's the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Just going through the Survivor Series card here. I'm just going to plug my phone in because I've just realised that it's not on charge. I don't want the battery to run out. There we go.
Life as a WWE superstar is unpredictable.
And there's
Over the past
AJ.
week, I defended my WWE championship in multiple continents against multiple opponents. And where did that reign start? Right here in Manchester, England. And what is my reward for being WWE champion? To go toe-to-toe at Survivor Series for the second year in a row against the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. A man who is more like a beast, a destroyer. Unlike any opponent I've ever set foot in a WWE ring with. And last year, I gave him everything I had. A 450 splash, a Pele kick, calf crusher, a phenomenal forearm. And it wasn't enough.
Not the Stars Clash though.
And most think that's the same way it's going to play out this year. But like I said, being a WWE superstar is unpredictable. So I am telling you right here, right now, at Survivor Series, I will beat Brock Lesnar. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Pinching one of Paul Heyman's lines there.
Phenomenal. AJ Styles.
No match for AJ tonight though. Just a promo there. And as I said, I'm looking forward to that match against Lesnar.
The ladies of SmackDown will be facing the ladies of Raw in a tag team elimination match at Survivor Series. And if the Battle Royal at WWE Evolution is any indication of what's to come, then these two friends in the ring together will definitely be combustible. So without further ado, let's introduce your Survivor Series team, starting with the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella!
Carmella's in the team then. And again, you know, there really isn't much of a women's division on SmackDown. They put everything aside for Becky and Charlotte, buried Asuka, you know, but what's up? What's up? What? Say what? Say what?
Feel the glow! It's Naomi!
Carmella and Naomi then, the first two.
Women's champion, guys. Also a veteran member of Team SmackDown Live. You know, Naomi's going to have a very vested interest in representing us at Survivor Series. It will be Naomi's 5th appearance in a traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Tied for the most all-time as of now. Glow time! Glow time!
Just let you know as well, guys, later on today there'll be a test stream going on. It's my very first video with the new setup. I'm just waiting for the mixer to arrive. Sonya Deville is the third entrant in the women's team. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the new mixer to arrive. It's coming today via UPS. And when that comes, I'm going to wire everything up and do a very quick test stream video. Let's see how it, you know, so do tune in, let me know how that goes. Asuka then, the fourth woman. It's got to be Charlotte. Has to be Charlotte.
Survivor, unfortunately, in Raw's victory. Nothing unfortunate about it, Phillips. I was happy. On both shows, double paycheck.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe. Trying to grow the channel now, pushing out new content every day. Audio Gamer series, The Word series, and WWE, of course. And it is Charlotte, the 5th member. So yeah, loads of new content. I've got Blindside music starting soon as well, and that should be really cool. Didn't want to start that until the new setup is completed. We're all about sound quality here, so hopefully the quality is much better with this new rig.
Oh my God. Charlotte Flair is, but who?
Well,
the presence of Mandy Rose. Stop talking, Phillips.
There's no Charlotte.
I talked no.
She didn't come out. Mandy Rose is out instead.
God's greatest creation.
And what's going on here?
I know, not the blonde you ordered, but surprise! Obviously an upgrade.
No, Mandy, no. You are not going to be taking Charlotte's spot on the team. Don't even think about it. Thank you.
Of course, I know. But I'm just a little curious as to why you chose Sonya over me. But don't get me wrong. I am really, really, really happy for Sonya. But I was the one that eliminated Sonya in the Battle Royal at Evolution. So I'm a little concerned about your choices.
Bit of dissension there.
Empress of Tomorrow? Yesterday's news.
Agreed.
Miss Money. Honey, your dance breaks are like your title reign. Short and meaningless.
Absolutely agreed. This is a good promo.
Oh, Naomi, I didn't forget about you. Is anyone still feeling the glow?
She's hit the nail on the head there.
Like your husband, Jimmy?
Oh.
No, this is completely necessary. That was low by Mandy Rose. Good for Naomi.
Maybe Mandy was just trying to motivate the team.
Obviously Naomi now attacking.
Sonya Deville trying to prevent Mandy
Rose
from causing any further damage. A heck of a time to come out here and air your public grievances. Guys, aside this, I got a question. What is going on with Charlotte Flair?
At least we got Mandy.
The questions surrounding the women's team continue for SmackDown. Meanwhile, our brand Survivor Series men's team's questions will be answered tonight. Two of SmackDown Live's elite superstars collide.
I guess we'll find out next week what all that means. I guess what's going to happen is there's going to be a fight between Naomi and Mandy Rose for that spot. And, you know, they're going to play up the fact that Charlotte is low in confidence, hasn't got what it takes, couldn't be Becky, blah, 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 but I'm sure that she'll be there at the Survivor Series. I don't think there's any real doubt in that. But I thought that was a great promo from Mandy Rose. Everything she said was true. And, you know, just summed up the women's division on SmackDown Live. And that's what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. You know? Because we all know that WWE are building for Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. If that match doesn't happen, I'll be amazed. And my personal preference would be that whoever the SmackDown champion is, but let's just assume that Charlotte wins it back at some point, because she always does. I would unify the belts. I would use WrestleMania as a unification, and I would unify the tag team titles and the women's division. Anyway, Jeff Hardy then versus Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine.
Jeff Hardy gets ready to one-on-one with Samoa Joe. We are joined here on commentary by the co-captains of Team SmackDown, The Miz and Daniel Bryan. So far, you've added Shane McMahon and Rey Mysterio to the team. Some very great decisions, guys. Working well together.
Yeah, surprisingly. Yes, we are.
I'm excited for this match right now. Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. It's going to be intense. And here we go. Curious to see which one of your picks qualifies for the final opportunity on the team. Daniel Bryan.
Here comes Joe.
Samoa Joe.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 202 pounds.
I love Joe's theme music.
You know, Daniel, Miz raised a very good point earlier on tonight. How would you feel sharing in the team with Samoa Joe if he wins tonight?
Well, there's no doubt that Samoa Joe is as tough as they come. One thing I don't believe about Samoa Joe is that I don't think he's very trustworthy as a team. When have we ever seen Samoa Joe be a successful team?
Look, I can't be the only submission specialist on this team. We need to
Oh, the Miz is brilliant.
What needs to do to win?
Valid point. You have to figure on the Monday Night Raw side of things, you're going to have to counteract Drew McIntyre.
When was the last time the Miz won by submission, by the way?
LeBron was named to the team, but never actually agreed to be on.
Hashtag Survivor Series.
That's your choice.
Yeah, you know what? That is my choice, and he's resilient. That's one of the reasons why I love Jeff Hardy, is because he can take a beating and keep on ticking. And he's shown 7 times over that he knows how to be a part of a team.
There's no doubt that Jeff Hardy is someone that is action-packed, hard-hitting like that. The reason why I'm talking like this, put away Joe and a kick. The reason why I'm speaking like this, I have a hoarse voice, because Jeff Hardy mule kicked me into the throat. I can barely talk. I imagine everyone's really happy about that. But Jeff Hardy can get down and dirty when he needs to be.
I actually wanted to just commend you, Miz, for your performance at WWE World Cup, and I agree. You are too.
I think I'll have to go for Jeff Hardy as a pick here. As much as Joe should win.
I want everyone to know that I was not the one that gave up. The referee basically took it upon himself.
I'd like him to.
Take me out of the match. There was no official.
SmackDown clearly going for the babyface team. Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio, Shane McMahon.
Well, I mean, he asked me a question, and so I answer it.
Although The Miz is a heel, he's a likable heel. You know what I mean? So,
I think you would have to be very proud of Jeff.
but
Oh, no, I am proud of that right there. That is someone you want on your team.
apparently there's going to be a bit of a dramatic turn. Well, what I heard was that Shane McMahon had won the Best in the World tournament. And it was going to be the start of a heel turn, and he was going to cost his team the match at Survivor Series, and him and Stephanie were going to form some kind of alliance. But
Sup, champ? I'll be seeing you
that
soon.
kind of hasn't happened, so I don't know. I don't really cover news on this channel, by the way. If you want me to, let me know in the comments, because I do hear about stuff every single day. But there are many, many other channels that cover news. And I'm too small at the moment, really, to even think about competing with them. And why would you want to hear the same news twice, you know?
This match will fill the final opportunity on the SmackDown men's team for Survivor Series. And joining us here on commentary, the co-captains for the team, The Miz and Daniel Bryan, your respective picks, battling out here tonight. Yeah, look, Jeff Hardy is very popular.
So half the crowd for Hardy, half for Joe. Understandable.
Who do you want on your team?
People like Joe.
Who's going to be a better team member?
Feel that he's been underutilised. I would have to agree with that. I mean, he should have had a title reign. And you do question whether he will ever be a WWE champion now. And that is a real shame.
As Shawn Michaels, Becky Lynch, the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, he's going to be taking on Ronda Rousey for the Survivor Series.
Miz is already better at your job than you are.
What does that have to do with Survivor Series? That's the match at Survivor Series.
Now Samoa Joe trying to wear down Jeff Hardy. And Daniel, I'm going to ask you about the events of last week. The WWE title opportunity came early against AJ Styles.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, I lost. A valiant effort, but after the fact, Samoa Joe attacks him, puts him in the Coachina clutch. I mean, how did you work so hard to get to that opportunity?
Yeah, so it's a big realization that I wasn't up to par where AJ Styles is.
And you haven't been since you've been back. No offense, but you really haven't been.
Daniel, the fact that Samoa Joe, he ruined that moment that you and AJ had there after the match.
You know what? Let me just say this. Miz is right. You know what? I haven't been as good as I've wanted to be. Oh, come on, Jeff. But here's the thing. I am better as a captain than anybody else because I know how to lead. That's what I want out of Jeff. I want a team member. You've never led.
I have led the Miztourage, Mizdow, Alex Riley. I've led all these superstars.
All you did is
A mention there for Damian Sandow.
That's what I want Jeff Hardy. That's what I want Jeff Hardy because he's willing to take risks and he is a great team member.
I was a captain of a Survivor Series team that won at Survivor Series, and if we win this time, I feel like I should be up for a WWE Championship match.
Maybe you should be up for a Slammy or something like
I'll
that.
take a Slammy, I'll take an Emmy.
Now that is interesting there. I don't think that was said
And Jeff Hardy is looking good here.
off the cuff. I think it's been scripted to say that. The Miz there saying, if we win, I think I deserve a title
We're
shot.
co-captains of our Survivor Series team. We got to calm it down a little bit. Listen.
Because the thing is,
incredible picks. Look at how
Everybody assumes it's going to be The Miz versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the title. There is another theory that they're going to keep the belt on AJ till he breaks CM Punk's record. That is pathetic if that's the only reason. Look at what happened with the New Day. Broke Demolition's record and then lost the title straight away, which meant the whole title reign pathetic, frankly.
Because Jeff Hardy well on his way to a possible victory here. Hardy to the top. Nice. Joe got the knees up. Oh, God, just like Daniel Bryan.
Joe's got the clutch.
Can Jeff Hardy hang on? Jeff Hardy taps out.
It's over. And Samoa Joe. Well, the right man won. The right man won. And that's the thing. You can't really call them a babyface team, but a likeable team they are. Your SmackDown Live team then. Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe. That's your SmackDown Live team. Pretty good team. Pretty good team.
We're going to find out if Samoa Joe can now be a viable team.
Daniel, stay calm. Do not do anything. Keep your emotions in check. Keep your emotions in check. You are captain of this team. What are you doing? Daniel Bryan's attacking his Survivor Series teammate.
And when we knew this was a tense situation already, Bryan's going for the yes lock. It's in.
Yes lock on Samoa Joe and Miz. Miz trying to pry his co-captain off. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Will you not do that? Oh, and Daniel Bryan's not enough.
This is going to be doomed.
Oh, Shane McMahon? Shane McMahon. Oh, right now.
Daniel Bryan's just gone crazy.
I just have to say, it's a good thing Miz is co-captain, because Daniel Bryan's way too hot-headed to lead a team.
Oh, hold on a second. It looked like Daniel Bryan. He must have thought that was Samoa Joe. Someone came up from behind him and just reacted.
This is very concerning.
So Daniel Bryan took out Joe, who's in his team,
Concerning.
The Miz, who's in his team, and Shane McMahon. Hit Shane inadvertently. I think he thought it was Joe. But there you go. That's your SmackDown Live for Tuesday, the 6th of November, 2018. I really hope you enjoyed the show, guys. Please do remember to subscribe, like and share the video. And I'll be back later with a special test stream with the new setup. Let me know what content you'd like to see. Do comment. I do check all of the comments. Until next time, God bless you. And take care.
Speech on. Viewfinder. Focus unlock. Take picture. Stop recording video. Button.